Hello and welcome to Factorio. Now, before I start the actual gameplay, just want to take a minute to say a few things about the game. It's a newly developed indie game. It's still very rough, so don't judge it by what you see yet. It's an alpha. You can go back it on Indiegogo. Yeah, that's what it's called, I think. I have no idea. Yeah, it's like €10 or I don't know, it's like $15 or something. Yeah, something like that. And you get the code for the game like as it is right now, and you are promised all further versions, the full game, the whole pack, pretty much. So if you go buy it now, you can play it, and you can play it for, well, until the end of time, pretty much. So yeah, definitely go get it if you at some point during my series think it's interesting. The money really helps the developers get the game done, and we all want to see the game done because nobody wants a half game. I'm gonna drop a link to it down in the description. Anyhow, as I said, early alpha, so don't be so judgmental. And I've actually played the game a bit. You can see I have a few saves here, but I was thinking I want to start a new campaign. Starting out with a tutorial just so we can together go through the entire thing, and then after that I'm gonna go through like the actual campaign. And then later maybe I'm gonna do free play. Free play is pretty interesting. It is exactly what the name suggests. It's free play. There's no real goal, just build a factory. And yeah, I don't think I mentioned that, in fact. The goal of the game is to build a factory. So now you know. Anyhow, let's get started with the game. So, first steps here. I've just landed on the surface of an unknown planet, and there's no one to help me, so I need to learn to craft tools and set up some simple machines to ease my work. But apparently I'm not alone. So, let's do that. Yeah, level 1. And play. So, yeah, the last thing I remember is entering the escape module, and I don't see anyone from my spaceship or the wreck of it. So, it's not here. It crashed somewhere, probably. Current goal is always in the top left corner. Use WASD to move, like always. And that, of course, is me. Right, I'm gonna go through the remains of the ship, see if I can find something useful. So this is my inventory, and this is like whatever I open. In this case, iron plates are in there. Yay! Huh. Okay, I'll have to make some tools. Yeah, recipes on right side. So, one of the really good things I like about this game is it crafts like the intermediate recipes for you if needed. So you can see an iron axe needs 2 iron sticks and 3 iron plates. And you can get 2 iron sticks out of 1 iron plate. But instead of manually crafting 2 iron sticks and then an iron pickaxe, you can just do the iron pickaxe and it'll craft the sticks for you. And then the bottom right of the window just shows like the amount of resources you need for all the crafting recipes needed for this item and the item itself. So you can see I just do that, and yeah, as it tells you here, it's going to craft the iron sticks for me and then the iron axe. So we now have our iron axe here. Auto equipment, another cool thing. Okay. So, you can see useful information over here, which is nice. So you just hold left click to mine and get ourselves some of that iron. There we are. Now we need to craft a stone furnace. You can see it's here, but that requires 5 stone. Happens to be some stone right here. Let's get 5 of this. That should do it. And now we can craft a stone furnace. Things I can go in my quick bar. Okay. So you can choose things either by clicking on them, like so, or you can click the corresponding number being 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then shift 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So just click one on your keyboard and you have your furnace. Just put it anywhere by right clicking, and there we go. Now again, like with the space, well, it was what, the escape capsule? Yeah, something like that. You right click and it opens the interface. Now we put the iron ore in the top here, and this progress bar is going to progress as it melts into iron plates over here. Of course we need some sort of fuel, so let's go dig a little bit of coal here. 2 bits should be good enough for now. So we just throw that in here. And it's melting. And you can see we got iron plates. And there we go, 4 of them. Okay, burner mining drill. Now this one will need a stone furnace, 3 iron plates, and 3 iron gear wheels. And you can see you get 1 iron gear wheels out of 2 iron plates. So, like I told you before, the pickaxe, in this case it's a little more useful. You can see I need a total of 5 stone and 9 iron plates. So we're going to need another iron. Throw that in there. And 5 stone. And also, you can hold shift and click an item and it will put it... It's actually pretty smart. So, for example, if you're here and you hold shift and click the iron plate, it'll put it in your inventory. And you can't put it, like, if I hold shift and click now, it won't put it anywhere because the iron plate doesn't belong anywhere in this. See? Iron plates can't be smelted. The same goes for stone. It won't, like, put it... Well, you can put an output slot, that won't help. So it's pretty smart. Anyway, as we now have our 5 stone for a stone furnace and the iron, we can just click the burner mining drill and it's crafting the gear wheels and the furnace for us, and then the drill itself. Now we're gonna take this drill and put it on the ground above some resources. Let's put it over iron because iron seems to be most useful. Use R to rotate, and the side that the long bar thing is on is the side that the drill is going to output its stuff. We'll see what I mean by that in a second. We need a little bit more fuel first. So let's just get like 5 pieces. There we go, 5 bits of coal. Throw that in there. And you should be able to see there. It drops that iron, and you can press F and you're going to pick it up. But it's going to be a little bit annoying to stand here and pick up the iron for it. And it can only drop 1 piece of iron, so if it drops 1 and then it's going to drop the other one, but there's no space, it stops. So that's pretty ineffective. I mean, it's a little bit useless for me to be standing around. I might as well mine myself then. So what we're going to do instead is get a bit of wood. Like so. And then you can craft a chest. Now I can throw this chest in front of the drill, right there. And now, instead of dropping them on the ground, I'll just drop its resources in the chest. Now there can be quite a bit of resources in one chest. This way, this won't stop. And another thing is, if you hover over the chest, you see in the top right, the wooden chest, and it also shows you the content of it. If you click Control and then the chest, you'll simply empty the content of the chest into your inventory without having to open the chest at all. Anyway, that was the end of level 1. Pretty simple. Let's go on to level 2. It's going to be a little more complicated. We're now introduced to the actual machines in this game, which are really what makes it interesting. As you can see, we have these robotic arms here. You can right-click them again, and they require fuel. You can right-click a stack, and it's going to half it. So let's just take 10 coal and put in there. It is indeed called a burner inserter. And, well, use it to move items pretty much. Either from one inventory to another, or onto a conveyor, or whatever. So, you can pretty much use it to move anything. In this case, we're moving the coal bits here into the chest. Now these coal bits are coming out of the mining drills, and then these transport belts move them off to the side. As you can see, we have a few interesting items in this chest, so let's just take it all. We can do that by holding control and clicking that chest there. It automatically equips the gun for you. And you can equip more guns, the active one, the one in the green rectangle, but since we only have one, that's the one. And we can switch back pressing Q. But again, as we only have one, there's nothing to switch between. Now, this is the part where we get introduced to the aliens. Very nasty, they like to attack you at random points in the game. They're always going to attack you unless you stop them from attacking you somehow. This one, you can see the arrow, it points where the inserter is going to take from and put. So this one would take from the furnace and put here, but that's not what we want. So we rotate with R, and then again we put in some fuel, and that'll now fill the iron into the stone furnace. So we should probably drop some coal into the furnace too, so they can smelt. And then this will just keep on smelting the items that the inserter puts in. So let's get 4 more furnaces and 7 more burner mining belts. Now, in fact, I wanna see, what do we need for these? We need iron. Okay, well, we're having an iron production here, so let's see, we have a few belts. So why don't we actually do a little bit more out of this? We can see if we do like so, and we get ourselves another stone furnace. Do we have any stone at all? No. I should probably get a mining drill to actually get stone for me. So, yep. Alright, so we need a little bit more iron. Should be able to get that right here. There we are. So we just make a burner mining drill, and let's get some wood for another chest. There. So we can now drop the burner mining drill right there, for the chest in front of it, and throw in some coal. And that'll get us stone. Now, I want to use this stone to get actually another furnace. You'll see in just a moment what my plan is. Like I've said, I've played this game a little bit before, so if you haven't, this might all become very weird because you have no idea what you're actually doing here, and yet you're just somehow doing it. So it's fine to be confused. I was definitely confused the first time I played this. Okay, there we go. If you make this kind of intersection, the iron will, well, when the mining drill puts it out, it just puts in the middle of the belt. But if you make this kind of intersection, it'll actually only get to go like halfway across the belt before it's pulled this way. So you can have 2 items next to each other on each side of the belt. And this way, I could, by making a few more belts, and for which I'm going to need a little bit more iron. And let's throw some more coal in here. Like so. And some more in here too. And also a little bit more in here, and some here. Now, these will both put iron in the furnaces, and the way this belt is set up, this will pick up whatever it can, and what it can't will go on down the belt to over here. So we now have double the iron production. And let's get a few more belts. By a few, I actually mean quite a bit. So what I want to do here is not that. That'd be bad. This is what I want to do. And then we have this coming in from over here. And if we now just remove this inserter actually and the chest, all the coal should get directed down this conveyor belt. And then here it'll do the same thing as this, but on the other side, so it'll stay on the left. And that'll allow these inserters to pick it up and throw it in there. So if this runs out of coal, the inserter is just going to pick up coal to drop in there too. So these two furnaces are now self-sufficient, both coal and iron. They'll just keep going as long as the drills are going. So let's actually set up another inserter here and have them on the other side. And this should give you a pretty good idea of how the game works. So if we throw those there, I'm gonna get a few more conveyor belts, just because I can. And let's get another inserter here. Put it there, and then a chest. Now all we need is a little bit of coal. And there we go. So these inserters are now going to pull out of this stone furnace, and like I said before, they're intelligent. So they know that they should only like pull out the finished product and not, like, it won't pull out the iron ore or the coal, it'll only pull out the finished product. And this way, these furnaces are now automatically taking care of iron and getting dumped in this chest. So I can just come up here every once in a while and grab iron from the chest. And since we need 5 stone furnaces, let's expand with one more, in fact. We should have a bit of stone up here. So let's make another one and just repeat the same thing up here. We drop in 2 inserters and some more conveyors, and then we should probably move this up a little bit, like so, and there we are. So that's now working flawlessly. The only thing is we're a little bit low on coal for other machines since we're just sticking it all here. So actually, if we made the conveyor a little bit longer and drop down another chest here, like the one we have over on the left for iron, only this one will be for coal. So any excess coal that makes it all the way down here that isn't picked up by any of these free arms on the way will just be dropped in this chest, and then I can use that for other places, like there. Making sure everything is running. So that's all good. Let's drop in another one over here. Okay, well, let's get a few more mining drills, actually. How many more do we need? Okay, we need more than that, but I think that's just a question of picking up these iron plates. Yeah, that should do it. So let's actually get our iron production even bigger. It's very simple, just drop that there, like so. And let's see, what more do we have? We don't actually need to utilize all of these, we can just place them down and the mission will recognize those. So we can just drop these 3 down and get more stuff. Oh, we already have stuff, but not enough. So let's just go down here and grab some more coal. And this signals that our system is not actually fast enough. Some of the iron is making it past anyway. So that means that it's not being used well. So let's just drop that in there manually for now. And let's drop that coal. Wait, I picked up coal, didn't I? Oh, no I didn't, apparently. I don't know. Let's drop that in there, so we can get some more stone for a few more furnaces. Like so. There. Oh yeah. Another important fact to notice is if you, for example, make a furnace and then you make a burner mining drill, it can just use the furnace you already have. Just before I just made a furnace and then I lost it because I made another burner mining drill. But there we go, that's all the items we need. And okay, so now my goal is to get some resources. And copper plates are included, so let's actually do a little bit of changing here. Let's see here. Right, so if we do the same thing as we did for iron, but for copper, and let's, for consistency's sake, put it in the same place, like so. Then we should be able to, like I said, do the same thing here with the stone furnaces. Put down 2 of them and get 4 of these for inserting and outputting, and then again some more of these. Yeah, that should actually work. Should be fine. So then we're just inputting both copper and iron into just one chest, but that's not a problem. Now we just need a way of getting coal up here. So how are we gonna do that? It's quite an interesting question. In fact, I think I have an idea. Yeah, that should work. We just move this entire thing. And my, do we need coal? Okay. So if we just what was I gonna say? Right. More conveyor belts. That's what I was gonna say. First off, let's drop more coal in here. Okay. So, more conveyor belts. And let's rearrange this a little bit. So instead of picking this extra coal up, it'll go up here, but then it'll get stuck right there. So what we are actually going to do is change this setup a little bit, like so. And then we'll simply route copper down here. So coal will just keep going here, and then we'll be joined by copper. So that should work just fine, in fact. Let's pick up some of that copper. Hold on. Okay, so let's just drop some coal in each of these. And some coal in each of these. And finally, just a bit of coal goes down into these 2. So that should deal with the problem. Oh, last part missing coal would be this one. There we go. So iron is getting taken care of down here. Spare coal just continues on and gets joined by copper up here. And then we have the same processes for the iron down here, but for copper. That should do it. We should now just be able to empty this chest every once in a while and get ourselves the resources we need. And we're still going to have a little bit of surplus of coal, actually. So we're still going to deal with that the same way as we did before, by throwing in a chest. Just like that. Oh. I didn't mean for you to pick up the copper. There we are. So we're definitely going to be needing some more coal anyway, because coal is what seems to be the issue at the time, actually. Let's throw in some extra coal down here. And since we have so many mining rails up here, we might as well take one and just bring it down here to get more coal out of it. Just like so. There we are. Now we just need, again, some more coal. And we have more than our little copper and coal. We'll be all the time. Let's take a little more coal in front of you. We'll get all three right now. So that's good. And let's see if we have coal. We're not going to do it. That's fine, since he's running out of coal. He's having coal. We need more coal. And the game slow down. Unless we're having coal. But as I said, it's not fun. I was expecting. I don't know. And I'm trying to record with the same on either before, so that makes sense to do it. I don't know. We have English perhaps has on the game, but I do that. You don't know. So just get reading items here, complex, and then response control should be problems have to be used them. So it's really like so you complex. You get started. Yeah, it's possible because there's a whole back to so you need more items here. As well, insert whole. That's going to be more and we've almost done I think I should okay, so circle here, you have to couple. And should almost here. This is the irony, the carbon. And it's a plate coal here. So now you get more coal down there. Let's see. There's a use coal. Let's see if we have circle here to do. Yes, we do. So that should almost do. So yeah, cool, there's something else. So I'm just dropping the coal in here. That's how I fault mine. So let's throw it up here. Just throw it away now. So shit. So our coal stay out. And actually let's just break this away. So let's go about this and use that for another reason. So I can send it all down. No, let me do it. Yeah, see me? So let's see here. Almost there. 25 piece of coal. So we can see this. Pretty sure almost there. There's something almost magical like watch out. Somebody else do the job. It's I don't know why. It's cool. And there we are. So what's next? Time to move on. It is indeed time to move on. That was the end of tutorial level 2. Now there's a third level, but I happen to know that's quite a bit trickier than the previous two, so I'm going to leave those for next episode. Again, if you like the game, I'm going to drop a link down in the description. Go check it out. Back it if you feel like it. Awesome game, awesome people. Love it. And make sure to subscribe if you want to see next episode. It's going to be up in a few days. Probably the day after this one is up, or the day after again. I'll see. But make sure to subscribe to be notified whenever that's up. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time.